So this time last year, there was a brand called Paper Love doing only $4,000 a month on Amazon. That was their total revenue, not their profit, and they were one bad month away from shutting their whole business down. But today, they're doing over $1 million a month, and the thing that turned it around was not Amazon at all. It was TikTok Shop, videos made by complete strangers they never paid up front, pushed by an algorithm that did the selling for them. Now, I've been selling online for 19 years, and I'll tell you straight up that Amazon is quietly losing its grip on e-commerce. While everyone fights over the same keywords and watch their ad costs climb, TikTok Shop pulled in over $15 billion in US sales last year, up 68% in just 12 months. Right now, TikTok Shop is the biggest e-commerce opportunity that I've seen since 2015. And if you're not on it yet, you could be leaving a lot of money on the table. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact 6-month launch system that top TikTok Shop agencies use, the same agencies managing millions in monthly ad spend step by step. Before we talk about how to launch, we need to start with an important question first. Should you even be on TikTok Shop in the first place? Well, here's the brutal truth. TikTok Shop is not a beginner-friendly platform. It's nothing like Amazon FBA, where you list a product and start making sales the same week. On TikTok, you're giving away products away for free, running test ads that lose money, and managing dozens of creators, all without seeing a real return for weeks and sometimes even months. So if you're barely breaking even, dropshipping random products off of AliExpress, or you can't afford to burn through thousands of dollars for at least 6 months, the platform will bankrupt you. That's also why most TikTok Shop agencies won't take you on as a client unless you're already doing 6 figures per year. Below that line, your cash flow can't survive the grind. But if you already have traction, if you've built a real brand, and I don't mean slapping a logo on some generic product off of Alibaba, I mean a cohesive product line with a brand story and custom packaging that people can actually remember and search for, then TikTok Shop might be the single biggest growth lever you touch all year. Here's why TikTok Shop is so powerful. Their buyers converted around 4.7%, which is more than double Instagram shopping and nearly triple Facebook shops. The algorithm pushes your products to people who didn't even know they wanted them. And that kind of discovery is almost impossible to buy anywhere else right now. So if you're tired of being boxed in by Amazon and crushed by Meta ad costs, TikTok Shop is the first real scalable alternative that we've seen in years. But there's a bigger reason to do this, and it has nothing to do with TikTok sales at all. Let me show you what I mean. So here's the part that changes the math. When your products start showing up in TikTok, something strange happens. Your Amazon sales climb too, and you didn't touch your Amazon listings at all. This is called the halo effect. It's real, and the data on this is nuts. When a brand turns up the heat on TikTok, their Amazon sales reliably climb within 2 to 3 days, like clockwork. TikTok live sessions alone often drive a 50 to 80% lift in Amazon orders. Now, I watched the halo effect happen to an eczema skincare brand that was slowly dying on Amazon. Their cost per click kept climbing, competitors were eating up their market share, and the whole business was sliding. But then, they launched on TikTok Shop with 0 following, sent out some samples, and within 6 months, they were doing $75,000 a month just from TikTok. But the bigger story is what happened everywhere else. Their Amazon sales tripled, and their Shopify store saw a 25% lift, and they never spent a cent on influencers. They just gave away product and let the creators make videos. That's why Paper Love, the greeting card brand that I mentioned at the start, could justify the early losses, and I know their story because they're a client of my friend Ian Page over at Bullseye Sellers, who walked me through exactly what happened. Their TikTok Shop was not profitable for months, but their Amazon sales were climbing the entire time they waited, and that combined pull across both channels is what carried them through. That is the leverage TikTok has. And here's what makes the whole thing work. You don't need any followers, you don't even need to post your own content, and you don't need to go viral. You just need a system that gets your product into creators' hands, generates real videos, and lets the algorithm do the heavy lifting. So I'm going to teach you how to build that system right now, starting with the foundation. So step 1, setting up your TikTok Shop isn't hard, but if you do it wrong, you can get rejected, delayed, or banned before your first sale. So here's how to do it the right way. First off, go to the TikTok Shop Seller Center, sign up as a business, and upload your documentation. But make sure your business name matches your tax documents exactly. Check the spelling, the formatting, all of it, because TikTok is incredibly strict. Now this is where the brand from my intro almost lost everything. They had a small mismatch in their paperwork, got rejected, and then made the mistake almost everyone makes. They started resubmitting blindly, again and again. TikTok flags repeated resubmissions as suspicious activity, and they can ban your account for it even when the only problem was a misspelled comma. Now, if you're in a regulated category, like skincare, supplements, or weight loss, have every piece of documentation ready before you even think about applying. Next is fulfillment. If you're already on Amazon FBA, you can connect through multi-channel fulfillment, and it works great. If you use a 3PL, make sure they've actually run TikTok orders before. But the best way to sell on TikTok is to use Fulfilled by TikTok and let TikTok handle everything because it's faster, cheaper, and it gives your shop a real boost in TikTok's ranking algorithm. Then there's your listings. TikTok is a content-first platform, so your listings need to sell the transformation, not just the spec sheet. Every product should show branded packaging clearly in the images, use real lifestyle photos or UGC instead of stock images, and lead with the emotional, benefit-driven copy. Don't write something like herbal moisturizer 60 milliliters. Write something closer to soothes irritated skin in 24 hours. And whatever you do, never make medical claims because even if it's a creator making the claim in a video, TikTok is going to penalize your shop for it. Now, if you get all that right and you think you're ready to sell, you're actually not ready yet because there's another hurdle waiting for you that most sellers never get past. By the way, if you're interested in learning how to start your own profitable online store, make sure you sign up for my free 6-day e-commerce mini course below. It's 100% free and I guarantee you'll learn a ton. So step 2 is to break through the cold start wall. Even if you do everything right, TikTok throttles new sellers on purpose. In the beginning, you won't show up in search. You can't message affiliates, and your account basically sits in limbo with almost zero visibility in the feed. This is called the TikTok cold start wall, and it's usually where most sellers give up. TikTok will not push your products until you prove your shop is real. So how do you get out of TikTok jail? You need to generate $2,000 in sales as fast as you possibly can because that's the unlock point. And once you cross it, TikTok expands your reach, lifts the restrictions, and lets you start inviting creators to promote your products. So how do you get those first sales when nobody can see you? Simple. You email your list or use a giveaway service. Here's what the top agencies actually do. You give your product away at full retail price through a private shopper network or by emailing your own customer list, and yes, you're going to eat that cost on purpose. You send those people to your TikTok shop, they check out like any normal customer, you ship the product to them for free, and they leave a real review. This does 3 things all at once. It moves you towards a $2,000 unlock, it lifts your store performance score, and it gives TikTok a reason to start showing your product to real buyers. Now, in case you're wondering, giving away products for reviews is completely within the rules. As long as the reviewer discloses that the product was received for free, you are 100% FTC compliant. Amazon does the same thing with their Vine program, and TikTok actually encourages it. My friend Ian runs an entire internal shopper network just to fast track this one step for the brands he works with. So give away a couple hundred units at full price, stack the reviews, and push past that $2,000 requirement. Because once you're through that wall, the real fun finally starts. So step 3 is to build your affiliate army. Once you're past the wall, here's the mindset shift that you need to make. TikTok is not a search platform like Amazon. You're not building on keywords or fighting over listings, you're competing for attention. And the way you win is by getting creators to talk about your product at scale every single week. TikTok gives you an affiliate marketplace where creators list their profiles. And once your shop is unlocked, you can reach out to creators at volume, thousands of affiliates every week, but don't just blast everyone. Focus on one metric first, the post rate. You want creators with an 80% or higher post rate, which means that if they receive 10 products, they actually make videos for at least 8 of them. So early on, ignore follower count and past sales. As long as the creator consistently takes action, that is the only thing that matters. Because success here is a volume game. You reach out to thousands of creators, maybe 5% reply, and from those, you might ship 200 samples in a week. Around 80% of those creators will post a video, and that is roughly 160 fresh, authentic videos per week, and you didn't pay $1 upfront beyond your product cost. This is exactly how the big brands scale. They're not chasing influencers or negotiating deals one at a time. They're shipping product, tracking performance, and letting the algorithm sort the winners from the losers. Apothecary, a wellness brand, leaned hard into this approach and offered creators a 20% commission instead of the usual 15% to stand out, and they hit roughly $1 million in monthly TikTok Shop revenue. And don't worry if the videos look raw or unpolished, because that is exactly what works. You're not looking for a Super Bowl commercial. You're looking for real and authentic. And the truth is that you can't predict which video is going to pop. One toy brand got their best-selling video from a mom filming her toddler in the bathtub. A single sample that turned into thousands of dollars in sales. So you got to think of it like panning for gold. If a video flops, who cares? You got 159 more coming next week. And that is why this scales. Because you're not betting on one creator, you are building an entire army. And next, I'll show you what to do with all that content, because just collecting videos is not enough. Turning them into ads is the game changer. So step 4 is to turn those videos into ads. And at this point, if you're doing it right, you've got 100, maybe 200 creator videos a week coming in. And here's the biggest misconception about TikTok. Most of those videos will not go viral. And that's completely fine because it's a game of consistency. Going viral is a lottery ticket. Making money consistently is a system, and that system runs on ads. Now the good news is you don't need to make any new ads yourself. Everything you need is already sitting in those organic videos. You just ask each creator for a Spark ad code, which gives you permission to run paid ads using their content. And here's exactly how to handle the commission conversation. Tell the creator that instead of the usual 15 to 20%, you'll offer 5% on any sales generated by your ads. And since you're the one spending the ad budget and driving the traffic to their video, it's actually fair that you keep the larger sale of the margin. Now, once you have the Spark ad code, you then launch a GMV Max campaign inside of TikTok Ads Manager. Now, here's a quick checklist of which videos to use for your campaigns. The video should mention the brand, it should show a clear before and after transformation, and it should have a real hook in the first 3 seconds. That's it. Then you just put $5 to $10 behind each one and let TikTok's algorithm match the right video to the right buyer. Some of the videos that completely flopped organically will crush it as ads. A video with 300 organic views can turn into real sales once paid traffic finds the right audience. Because organic reach and paid reach are completely different. When a video starts performing, then double down. Scale the spend, get the same creator to film a follow-up, and make more versions of what is working. That is how real brands grow on TikTok. Now let's answer the question everyone's been curious about. How long until you stop bleeding cash and actually start making money? And I want to be straight up with you. It can take up to 6 months. That's how long it takes to build a TikTok shop that genuinely works, and every one of those months has a job to do. Month 1 is all about setup. You're doing the paperwork, getting approved, giving product away, stacking your first reviews, and breaking through that $2,000 cold start wall. Month 2, your affiliate outreach unlocks. You're messaging creators at scale, shipping around 200 samples, and your first 50 to 100 videos start landing, and you're still not profitable at this point, but the engine is running. Month 3, you launch your first GMV Max campaigns. You run ads on every video with a glimmer of potential. Now most are going to fail, but a few will start making sales and the data finally starts working for you. Month 4, you reinvest into what's working. You scale ad spend and send more samples to the creators who actually delivered, and your shop score climbs, your reviews start stacking up, and you're no longer invisible. Month 5, you're in rhythm. You're getting 150 videos a week, your ad strategy is dialed in, and you likely have your first reliable, profitable video. This is also when the Amazon halo effect really starts to kick in. And finally, at month 6, you've hit your stride. Done right, you're at or near break even with your TikTok shop pulling in $30,000 to $50,000 a month, sometimes more. And the brand from the start of this video is proof of where that road leads. They went from $4,000 a month and nearly closing their doors to $1 million a month across Amazon and TikTok combined. All within a year because they treated those first 6 months as an investment instead of a quick win. That's the whole point. After 6 months, you've got an affiliate army. You've got creator content, ad performance data, real sales velocity, and customer feedback, and TikTok's algorithm is finally pushing you forward. So is this process easy? It's not. But is it worth it? Yes. If you're a real brand with staying power, it's 1,000% yes. And now that you understand how TikTok Shop actually works, go watch this video right here on how to get ahead of 99% of Shopify store owners. It is the perfect next step.